NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway.
Man, I hope they give me 48.
And he'll just take the knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
64.
So the Arizona Wildcats offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make
and the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting set.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quick strike complete, and they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's chat a little big picture Arizona. Well, programs said they won this battle with a commitment from a three-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away. And if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this three-star the ball.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. Hopefully. A performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look so out in the open field. He was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This
rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. pressure. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense talks about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to...
He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On target to the left. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the header.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass, nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. He's got a percentage advance.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count.
Finds a man in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet, and they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still an identity mode.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we break it up into sections. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
It's complete. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41.
The hardest thing to do in college football is tackling the open field. These guys are so fast, so elusive. You just want to get them on the ground. You see the swing and the miss there. It leads to extra yards. So hard for a defense to get those guys on the ground.
To the air on first down. Back open in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Got his man on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dig and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. Going with the ground game left. Got room to work. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. They're going to ride this running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Sometimes it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? Lose extra yardage here, just be smart with the football.
They got stuffed on 2nd down, and still they need 1 yard here. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Quick strike through the air for a score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, you want to take the lead, you want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. It'll be a first and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. NC State now operating from the red zone. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun on third down. The throw. He's got it still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now first and goal.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you can have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative or rule it down. Listen, I just think this is a point that the offense needs to improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Madden. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Arizona comes out with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Going to swing it on second down. Got the back over the middle. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll do it. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in. And that is a good sign for this offense.
Back to pass. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Arizona set to start this 2nd half. They'll kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Westbrook. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the side.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
There he goes, just steamrolling the defense. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. The offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense. They're turning the page and coming up with a big one.
The play action fake. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Flips it out on the screen. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get it down at the 35.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to be playing.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game. The defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve it.
Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
And we'll have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. Boise State sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Boise. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Mountain West, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Finds a tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Arizona in a hurry.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds of thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Madden. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at the right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over.
You got stuck on the block.
Headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. On the ground. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Touchdown, Arizona. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking at stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down at 2nd and 9. They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Madden. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lawrence. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Arizona right back to the line. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's going for the big play. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got the quick pass. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. 3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little.
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws to the wideout. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and it's a one-possession game late. 30 seconds left on the clock, and their last gasp will come down to getting this onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks.